Well, we got just a slight accident on our hands here. We've had a couple deaths, and this is the most recent one. Firestar the Fourth is burning, dumped into the magma sea here during a mining incident. Apparently he was standing on a ledge. Yep, he bleeds to death. Apparently he was standing on a ledge I was mining out, and it crashed through the floor, broke through the one tile thick flooring here, and splashed him into the magma sea. This tunnel system that I'm working on, this is the gaping entrance to the good stuff, the cotton candy right here. We're going to have a tunnel that goes down, kind of like a small spiral staircase that ramps down, and then we're going to connect to it. And that's when we'll start harvesting it, I think. At least that's how I plan. I may actually have to abandon those plans now because this has breached into the magma ocean. And there's hot magma on my floor there. I don't think I can clear that up. Actually, I could probably dump buckets of water on there. Have to put a pit over this. In fact, let's try that right now. Let's see. That would be a zone. Place the zone right here. Make it a pit. And let's see. What's the command? Pit pond. Oh, press F. It's a pond now, right here, and it's not full. So, the dwarves should come throw buckets of water on this, harden it up, and turn it into obsidian, and I can continue mining on through here. Wasn't expecting for him to dive into the magma sea like that. It's not the most beautiful stairwell, by God, but it'll have to do. I kind of flubbed up the design. I'm still probably going to tweak it a little bit. It's got a long ways to go. I want it to be a little bit more smooth than this. But it'll work. And it'll all be beautified, smoothed down and engraved. We're going to have a squad of elite warriors stationed here, because any demons that sneak through will have to come straight down this tunnel into our little stairwell here. And if they make it to the furnace area, they're home free. They can fly into the caverns and fly all around anywhere they want. They can make it to our central stairwell here. Not the safest way to do this by any means, but it's the way I'm gonna do it, damn it. You know what? Those can never be channeled out. Got flooring built over them. So yeah, that's a far off project. Probably another decade or two down the line. We won't be seeing that again, probably until it's complete. Let's see, the other deaths we had. I know there were a couple more. Sheikh Zula, you bled to death, you got crushed in a collapse. Daedric Dwarf III, you finally gave in to dehydration. And I'm waiting on Simon and 3-man 7-5 to finally kick the bucket. That way I can reopen up my hospital. I think I'm going to build an auxiliary hospital somewhere that I open up for wounded dwarves whenever this one is shut down, or whenever I have to shut that one down. Basically, 2 hospitals would be more ideal than the situation I'm in right now. So we'll come back when the next batch of insanity happens. I'm sure it'll be an ambush or something. We're down to 112. Probably be a migrant wave soon. And I'm sure I'll get them blended into society here. Get them used to life at Shovecopper. Oh, it's that time again. Another siege is here. A vile force of darkness has arrived. Let's see. Do I want to go through this fight? It's going to be like an hour long. I may take a break and then come back and do this. A whole bunch of trollkin and goblinist pikemen to the north with swamp trolls right there. A swamp troll mechanic? What are they gonna do? Disassemble my walls and bridges? Build their way into the fortress? Bunch of goblin macemen there. They'll no doubt storm the south bridge. There's another squad. Mistress swordsman, hammerman. What's that? 3 squads? You know, we should be able to do this. Let's see, I'm gonna close the north bridge. And we'll just have big old melee on the south side again. So let's see. We'll throw that lever, put that to be pulled. And I'm gonna scramble a whole bunch of squads. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah. All those squads. We'll scramble them to be right there. H, I think H's right there. Pull them back a little bit too. And I guess let's do this, unpause it. It is 11th Obsidian 1094 late winter. Hasn't been too long since the last update, I don't think. Who knows, I might not have any dwarfs available to close that bridge. If so, this squad and whichever stragglers walk by will have to take care of them themselves. Do we have any archers on the walls? No, we do not. There's two of them. Cookie Monster and Dion. They're all scrambling down off the walls, okay. Because I gave the station order, that's right. And here they come. Charging down right towards us. And the fight is on. The Mistress Warman attacks. So they're killing one of our bears out there. Oh, please, no dwarfs charge out there. Who's that? There goes Shatari's station. We've got Gamma Ray, Ferret Sword, Z Sword, Cicero, Passecoy, Dark and Rawl, Trongan, Hammurabi, Kin-Chan, Blind Chaos, and about 20 goblins about ready to charge through the gate. I bet you the north gate gets hit first. Oh, come on. Somebody close. Never mind. Is anyone... We're gonna lose a dwarf. Let's see. Are you getting ready to pull the lever? No, Major Born's not. Okay, never mind. We're not pulling that lever. Cancel, pull the lever. This squad's gonna fight. If I pull the lever now, it's possible our guys will get dropped down into the pit and separated. So this squad's gonna have to fight on their own. We'll send the Slick Earths to station there as well, even though it may be too late. So they're gonna fight first, and this squad's gonna be the one that's hardest hit, I think. So who do we have? We have Rob Staley, a competent swords dwarf, Mr. Phaser being proficient swords dwarf, Infidel, a skilled swords dwarf, Wedge, professional, Cow Cow, adept, Z-Hall, professional, Seraphim Lance, you're a competent, Mr. Weatherpants, you're a novice axe dwarf, you're the rookie in the squad, and Sir Drake, an adequate axe dwarf. Let's watch these dwarfs get all cut to hell. Rob Staley charges forward first, and he rolls to the side. A fireball flies towards him. Rob stabs the Trollkin pikeman in the right lower leg with the copper sword. It bruises the fat. And I think he just threw the pikeman. Yeah, you lifted him up and slammed him down into the pit, throwing him off the bridge. He slammed onto his back. The Trollkin swordsmaster chops Rob in the upper body with his bronze cleaver. It tears apart the muscles, shattering the right false rib and tearing apart the lung. Poor Rob. Looks like your fight's already over with. You've got copper and cobalt armor on, but it wasn't enough to stop the cleaver. Oh, this squad is just gonna get massacred. Wedge stabs the Vampiress pikeman in the left upper leg with the copper short sword. Bruises the bone. Let them all tussle for a bit. And Rob, you were apparently thrown down into the pit somewhere. Pulled my view down here. Well, you're somewhere, and you're dead now. Choked to death on your own blood in the middle of the fight. The gobliness pikeman stabs Sir Drake in the right foot, tearing the muscle. The pike lodges firmly in his foot. These dwarfs are getting tore apart and routed. Wedge is there. Let's see, Z-Hall, you're not hurt. Seraphim Lance, you're not hurt yet. But you're all surrounded. Sir Drake, you've got a gobliness pikeman on top of you getting ready to fucking strike you down. Cow Cow strikes the gobliness pikeman in the left upper arm with the pommel of the cobalt short sword. It fractures the bone. The Trollkin swordsmaster chops Sir Drake in the lower body, spilling the guts onto the bridge. And yeah, you'll probably die here in a minute, Sir Drake. There you go. They reached into your torso and pulled your guts out and then drove another sword through your torso. Wedge slashes the pikeman in the lower body, tearing apart the muscle and fracturing the lower spine. So there's one of them down at least. I'm sure there's maybe more, I hope. Cow Cow stabs the pikeman in the left upper leg. Congratulations. Run back, run away. Got one dwarf flashing here. Infidel, you're all messed up. Ability to stand is lost, so you're pretty much done for. Mr. Phaserbeam, I think you're running away here. We've got Mr. Weatherpants. He's all types of hurt. He's gonna die. Cow Cow, you're thirsty and hungry, and you've got 2 kills. Congratulations. Keep it up. Maybe you can rout this group. Z-Hall, you've got 2 kills as well. vampires from this group. Somebody got a leg chopped off. You can hear their boot hit the ground. Infidel, you stab the pikeman in the left upper arm, bruising the skin. Mistress Pikeman stabs Seraphin Lance in the right upper arm, fracturing the bone. An artery has been opened up by the attack. Mr. Weatherpants, you bleed to death. That reinforcement squad is probably never going to show up. Oh god, they're going to take the bridge. You know what? You know what? Pull the lever. Pull... Wait, I said that to be deconstructed? No, fuck that. Pull the lever instead. Man, that is awful. This fight is getting ready to start. I think we have dwarfs getting ready to charge. There goes Michael Thornton and Daisy. Yeah, the fight will be on at the south gate soon enough. We've lost the north bridge. I'm almost certain of it. Flying copper bolt strikes the bile demon swordsman in the right upper leg. Dion punches the bile demon in the left upper arm. Kin-chan bashes the bile demon in the right upper leg. Daisy slashes the bile demon. So they're fighting down there on the bridge already. I think actually they may have routed it. No? They're scattering, but I think it's just because they're running away. Their leader is charging into our base. Our Trollkin Snams Devil Brims. Being chased by Infidel right there. Get back down here, you cowardly dwarf, whoever you are. Running away. Alright, that one's fled, I think. Maybe fleeing. Gamma Ray slashes the Goblin Maceman in the upper leg. Are we going to lose this bridge or not? Are they going to fall back? Body parts falling all over the place. I think we might have held this bridge here. Okay. You know what? For now I'm going to say we're holding that bridge. There's a dwarf falling. Who is that? Maybe Cookie Monster being thrown down? That whole pit is just lined with body parts and stuff. So let's see. The Dark Elf Hammerman bashes Michael Thornton in the right upper leg, bruising the muscle. Kin-chan stands up. The true king of Croatia IV stabs the maceman in the lower body with his wakizashi, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. Slaxer stabs the maceman in the lower body with the red steel spear, twists it around, spilling the guts on the ground. A whole volley of arrows rakes through the Bargists. Come on, hold the bridge. Flame of Dark stabs the Mistress Swordsman in the upper body with the copper short sword, bruising the muscle and tearing apart the nervous tissue in the middle spine. Shadow Dementio, you punch a Goblin Swordsman in the upper body, bruising the muscle and shattering the rib. I'm sure we've taken a few hits there. I haven't actually paused it. There we go. Mistress Swordsman breaks the grip of Triple H's upper front tooth on its right hand. Trollkin Swordsman stabs Mean Melter in the upper body. No, but the attack is deflected. And Pascoy slashes the Mistress Swordsman in the head, but the attack is deflected. Damn, he almost beheaded one. Roland slashes the Mistress Swordsman in the head with the Cobalt short sword, tearing apart the muscle and shattering the skull. Master Adzra charges into battle, stabbing the swordsman in the head with his Cobalt short sword, shattering the skull as well. So we probably be able to hold that bridge. And, oh, Cookie Monster, you bled to death. You clawed your way out of the pit there, ran back behind the line, trying to make your way to the hospital. You know what? God damn it. These motherfuckers in here still haven't died. I'm gonna have to open the hospital. 3-man 7-5, you're starving and dehydrated, and Simon's starving and dehydrated, but if I don't open the hospital now, it's likely that the dwarfs that are wounded will never get treated. The doctors won't care about them for some reason. If they don't run to the hospital at that very exact moment in time that they need it, they never get diagnosed and treated. Eye Stock for Cash hacks the Goblin Swordsman in the left upper arm. It sells off. Blind Chaos, you stab a Maceman in the left lower arm, chipping through the bone. The Bronze Spear lodges in the wound. Hippo Man, you stab a Swordsman in the head, tearing apart the muscle and chipping through the skull. Bouncing off of his helmet, though, before you could get to the brain. And it looks like... Damn, another squad is charging us. So I thought for a moment they were running away. But I don't think we're going to be that lucky. How's the North Bridge look? That squad up there is all types of screwed up. But there's 6 of them. Come on. Station yourselves right there. Everyone fall back in line. The Swamp Trolls are, I think, chasing them, getting ready to ambush them. I don't know. Surprised we haven't lost more dwarfs on the front bridge here. On the south bridge. Who do we have up here? Mean Melter, there you are. Cutting through a whole... Well, you've cut through one. Nanko, let her fly the Bargist. There's Hammurabi. How many have you killed? 11 kills. Holy crap, murderer. Zoru Filthstole's the last one. You have a title? Hammurabi, Acted Stills, the stable lover of shadows. And who else do we got down here? There's a Bargist flashing. He'll be dead soon. I stock for cash. Room stopped. The contingent axe. You've got a decent number of kills, apparently. Let's see. 12 kills. Wow. You had a decade-long dry streak, and then you're back to murderizing. Mean Melter, Whiskering Papers, the rhyming roof of rhyming or something. No telling what your title is. If-Man, Waygate of Avalanches. Who else has got titles here? Lum the Mad, Clasp Gels, the Free Rag. J-Fighter, Watchful Wisps. Well, all of you people in the back need to charge forward. Passequoy, you've always been beat up and scarred. Any of our archers back here have a title by chance? Ultros, no. Down Pride, no. Alex, nope. Jill Lovelace, nope. Tally-ho, man. Oh god, we're losing a dwarf right there. Oh, I was about ready to see who it was. Johnny Green's been struck down, one of our bailiffs, who had no problem dispensing justice to any dwarf that asked for it. Had himself ripped in two by 2 swamp trolls. Mr. Phaserbeam, you stab a swamp troll in the left hand, fracturing the bone. You slash another one in the right upper leg on your way down, but the attack is deflected. Z-Hall, you slash a swamp troll in the head, tearing apart the muscle and fracturing the skull. The dwarves stream across the bridge, meeting the swamp trolls head-on. Their Bargist allies are close behind, though. Man, there's their leader. Hurry up and get over here so we can kill you, too. Let's move the rally point further up. Move it right there. And Biggs has been struck down. The Mistress Pikeman stabs Biggs in the head. It completely bypasses his cobalt helm. They had a cobalt pike. It tears through the muscle, shattering the skull and shattering the brain. Stabbed him twice in the head. 2 quick thrusts. The second one finally got through. Passequoy stabs the swamp troll in the left eye from behind, driving the sword into his brain. Congratulations there. Someone throws a stray fireball. It doesn't actually go anywhere. And Lum the Mad is bled to death from his wounds, finally. Straylock charges into battle, out of ammo, and bashes the swamp troll in the left lower leg with his cobalt crossbow. It just glances off. Roland slaps one in the foot. It fractures the bone. Hippoman, you stab a maceman in the upper body with your steel spear, tearing the muscle and tearing the middle spine's nervous tissue. Get some. Get up there. Our volleys of arrows are getting a little bit more thin. Just a random bolt every now and then. I don't want to see any dwarves running away. Who do we have back here hiding? It's Badger Man. You don't have any kills. Get up there. You have no reason to run away. Ferret, Z-Sword, you're running away. You've got 1 kill. Asno. But you're holding Ferret Sword the baby. No idea why you'll be bringing your babies into battle. Of course you know the obvious reason of a meat shield. A shield of a shield. Oh. But I guess that's why you're running away. You don't want your baby to get struck down, or chewed on by a swamp troll that's hungry. Hammurabi stabs the swamp troll in the right foot from behind, fracturing the bone. Isabella bashes the pikeman in the head with a sun-gold serpent flail. It just bruises the fat. Jill Lovelace stabs the swamp troll in the upper body. Slaxer, you stab a swamp troll in the lower body, tearing the muscle and tearing the guts with your spear. You begin twisting it around, twirling it up like innard spaghetti. Swamp troll drops and begins vomiting. We've got Loser's Corner back here, and Dowd Pride, you've bled to death. Who is all back here? Badger Man, Roland, Master Azra, why are you running away? You're our leader. The leader of the most prestigious squad we have. I think you're running back there to rally the troops. Get back here, you cowards, or I'll kill you myself. And somebody has been separated. Who is that? Somebody's about to get struck down. It is Ali Yanera, very unhappy about being separated. You've got 1 kill, Zoru Tickblaze. Your right foot's injured, and, yep, you're probably gonna die. We'll move the rally point up and press through this squad here. I want to take them all out. And how's the north gate looking? Oh, I see. The north gate has been closed. How about we open that back up? That squad up there is probably going to be picked apart. Maybe. They're all spread out. And the swamp trolls are retreating. Oh no, Alieniri, you used your baby Uniriisi as a shield, sacrificing its life. We have another dwarf back there as well. It's Kinchan. He's got 4 notable kills. 3 in the very beginning of the fortress. Well, we're right in the middle, I guess. And 1 mind flayer recently, but you're probably about to be struck down. Somebody loses a leg or an arm. Trongan strikes the swamp troll armor in the lower left arm, tearing through the skin and bruising the muscle. I stalk for cash. You hack a swamp troll in the right foot with your steel battle axe in a spin move. It sails off. The beast tumbles down. The black bear bites the swamp troll in the upper leg, latching on and begins shaking it around. Anytime you dwarfs want to charge over here would be just wonderful. What? Why is everyone running to the west here? Seriously, why is everyone running to the west? Do not run to the west. This is Loser's Row to the west if you run there. Just so you know. I think we'll be fine on the bridge. Oh, come on, dwarves. If these two run far enough and long enough, they'll get sandwiched by the other swamp trolls coming around the corner there. There's really nothing we can do for them at this point. Just let this battle play out as quickly as it can. Come on, troops, charge forward. We've got 1 swamp troll who's made it across. Beat him down. Come on, dwarfs. I know you've got it in you. Don't let them get to the civilians. Just piles of blood all over the place. And Ali in here, you finally bleed to death. Caught by a Barghest. Let's see. They didn't get 1 final blow on you. You ran until you finally pumped all the blood out of your little body. And that was it. And finally the dwarfs are about ready to make it here. They might still save Kinchan. Very, very unlikely, but they might. Let's see. You know, I could be a little bit more strategic with my scrambling of the squads. Like scramble the archers one place and leave them there. And scramble and charge the warriors first. But this type of insanity is much more pleasing. If they would please kill that swamp troll. You've got like 8 dwarves tied up on 1 swamp troll. You got 2 swamp trolls, 1 swamp troll here. Come on, who is fighting this one? Swamp troll armor, overextended aggressive, or overextended and about ready to pass out, overexerted. You got Ultros and Gamma Ray there. They're not hurt at all. And a War Dog and Dingleberry. There's a whole pile of dwarfs right there. Come on, the whole squad's routed over here. Toot your horn, General, wherever you're at. Get your troops to regroup. Because this Barghest squad is still hanging together. I'm quite surprised. Cicero, you're running right past them, offering yourself up for sacrifice. For a second the Barghests thought about routing, but then they saw a tasty target there, so they incinerate you with flames. You drop onto the ground, and they pounce on top of you, quickly. Let's see, what's going on in the combat log here? Bo Jackson bashes the swamp troll Weaver on the left foot, tearing apart the skin. Cicero stabs the imp pikeman in the right upper arm with the copper short sword. It fractures the bone. How much of a fight are you putting up over here? You're thirsty, unhappy, you've got a left hand injury. Who knows, you might actually fight your way out of this one. It's possible. Bo Jackson bashes the Weaver. Cicero, you slashed another one. If I could pause it for a second. Bo Jackson bashes the troll Weaver again. You're just bashing a Weaver over there, Bo. Cicero, you twist your embedded copper short sword around in the imp pikeman's upper body, laughing. You pull it out and run back. He's dead, I think. I think you killed one. You're being chased by the leader right now, and Dark and Rawls bled to death. So let's see. Cicero, 1 kill. And you're being chased by the Goblin Mace Lord, Uzbu, right now. Good luck. He's a little bit more rested than you are. And who do we have over here? We have Flame of Dark, holding off 3 Barghests all at once. Maybe even 4, yeah, 2 of them are stacked on each other right there. He dodges around one to the side, hacking at the arm. Its arm goes limp and it drops its weapon. Let's see. Birds, you strike the Bargus pikeman in the upper body with your shield, jamming the left false rib through the river, ramming him at full speed. Dingleberry bashes the pikeman in the head with the crossbow. Rabuji, you bash the pikeman in the head with your iron crossbow. So it's mostly just our archers up here because our swords dwarfs are all a bunch of cowards. No telling where they're at. They could probably get up here and slice through things a little bit easier than our archers, depending on their mace skill. Quick, run! Run back to your squad before you get completely obliterated out there. Who do we have charging forward here? Kinchan's charging forward. Maybe hoping to go rescue his friend. Still have plenty of swamp trolls right there. But Bo Jackson, oh, that's where you are. You're up here all alone, separated from your other squad. And you've got this swamp troll weaver pinned down. You're just bashing his face in. You've already killed one of them. Who else do we have over here? Got two dwarfs to the west running around. There's another one. Cow. And they're gonna run all the way around the fortress and go station themselves at the north bridge again. You're gonna die up there. I just know you are. You're going the wrong way. Right now, Bo Jackson's the only one getting any hits in on the combat log. He's just bashing it in. He bruises the heart with that hit with his black steel mace. He punches it in the throat with his left hand, collapsing the windpipe. It's having trouble breathing. It's gasping for air. Did they run away? No, they didn't. They're still chasing you. Okay, let's see. A, B, C, D. I want to station them, actually. Right here in the middle. F, G, H, and J. We're going to just sweep them along the edge here. Just send half the troops up. Right there, just around the corner. Separate and fall back. Gonna take them a minute to sort all this out. Chugga 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 chugga. The fortress is too big. My ambition has grown too big for the playlist at this point. Bo Jackson is still up there, just bashing the swamp trolls down. He's on a murderous rampage. He's killed this one, and he's going to finish up this one, and then if he's still hungry enough, he's going to charge to the south and kill any of the bastards that haven't routed yet. And finally, we've got these ones surrounded. Passacoy's there, Rar's there, Isabella's there, Kakoskia Lake Slashes, the coastal heart of cavities, he's so sweet he'll rot your brain out. Aqueous Lupus, Rhymed Whip, the fortunate mystery. I've got Lockman, Avuz Strokework, the Oak of Jewels. Hammurabi acted still, the stable lover of shadows. His love for shadows never wanes. Come on, Bo. Kill that one and get down here and join us. I think that they're all dead at this point. Anyone else? Just that one. Okay, well that could have went a whole lot worse. That siege could have. We still do have plenty of dead dwarfs. We're down to 100. How many did we lose there? How many did we have before the fight started? 106 or something like that? I'm not entirely sure. So let's see. Master Ozra's squad, you can remain on duty. The swamp troll falls over. Who's fighting? Hammurabi, you stabbed the swamp troll. Where's that fight going on at? Right there. And it's dead. So, F, G, H, J, stand down. In fact, E and D can stand down as well. Hell, even C, stand down. I just want my top two squads right now, the Boats of Kissing and the Walls of Order, to be stationed out here. At this point, it's just the random stray ambush that we really have to worry about. And the North Bridge is open. So actually, let me send the Boats of Kissing to the North Bridge. They can hold that down. And let's see the hospital. A whole bunch of dwarfs in here. 3-man, you're, of course, still there, starving and dehydrated. Hopefully you'll die before they can bring you water. Duckman, you're there. You're hungry, you can still walk, you're fine. Stark is there, no health problems, he'll be fine. I hope. Left upper leg injury. Badger Man the 7th. Moderate blood loss. You've got a left lower arm gash. Other than that, you'll be fine. Wedge. Tattooed Will. The Dreamy Frenzy. Sensory nerve damage. Hungry Thirsty. 7 kills. What's wrong? Pancreas is bruised. Right lower leg is fractured. Right lower leg is cut open. Might walk with a limp, but you'll live. And D-Man, your murderer. He should be fine, right? Right lung is broken. Left upper arm is broken. Left false rib is broken. But can still walk. As long as you can walk, there's no possibility of me being able to kill you. Because if you can't walk, you can at least make it to the well to get water. To go get food. Or if you can walk. But if you can't walk, you're at my mercy, and I will lock you behind a door, where no dwarfs will ever hear from you again. Oh, another lovely siege down. We need a new migrant wave soon. Of course, with all this death and destruction, they might finally one day just say that they have no desire to come to a hellhole like this. And you know what? I think it's time to draw a little bit of blood from our volcano. We're going to leech a little bit of blood from it and fill up this pond here. So, let's see. We'll channel out. Gotta do this in the right order. Channel out both of these. I'm going to channel out both of these, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one. Unfortunately, since it's only a one wide ledge, I have to do it all in the correct order. Otherwise, my dwarfs have a pretty good possibility of trapping themselves and dumping themselves into the lava. Something I really don't want them to do. Let's see. I don't think we have anything else going on. Still gotta fix the entrance here. They're dumping water on it. Did create a small obsidian block there. So they might be able to seal up this floor eventually if they continue to carry buckets of water to it. It's gonna take them quite some time though. There we go. Who's carrying the bucket? Lee James, filling the pond. He is our mayor. Vaser's not been able to strike him down from the leadership position ever since he usurped the throne there. I'm quite pleased, by the way. I was thinking of numerous ways to kill Vaser, which I'm sure lots of people would love to see. But I feel anything I could choose would be such an unfitting end for a dwarf of his caliber. Do a little bit of blood cleanup, and whenever we come back, we'll see what happens. Shouldn't be any, Are you joking me? Another vile force of darkness? I guess I'm not going anywhere yet. It's a bunch of werewolves. Good frickin' lord. You've gotta be joking me. Boats of kissing. Move right here. Just move away. I'm going to close the north bridge. I cannot close the south bridge, unfortunately. Let's see. There you go. Pull that one. And God, I got one squad here. This is awful. My military squad is about ready to charge down there. C, D, E, F, G, H, D, J, D. Everyone move to the front of the building here. We've got another siege underway there. I am just gonna unpause this one and let it go. Oh, no I'm not. Who am I kidding? We're gonna pause this one as we go along. The flying copper bolt strikes the white mane werewolf wrestler in the tail. Who is our archer there? Let's see, we've got Jake Dog down here. This whole squad's probably gonna get tore apart. Shatari, you're down there. 5 notable kills. Congratulations. Anyone else got notable kills? Jake, no kills for you. Argive, no kills for you. Ferret Sword, you're baby. No kills for you. Z-Sword, 1 kill. This squad is fresh. Joe, you've got 5 notable kills. A bunch of werewolves last time they were here. They are led by Hippoman, who has 14 notable kills. The squad might be fine. Hippoman's a steel dwarf. Depends how rested he is. Tells Darcy is there with 6 kills. Okay. So they have spilled a little bit of blood. Paige Steele is there with 1 kill, a swamp troll. And her baby is dead. Gil still, unfortunately. So charge, dwarfs. Let's see who's going to get tore apart. The flying copper bolt strikes the white mane werewolf wrestler in the right paw, chipping through the bone. Let them all intermingle for a moment. It's going to be a massacre. can just tell. Hippoman stabs the Grey Werewolf Wrestler in the upper body with a steel spear. It tears the liver. The Grey Werewolf Wrestler releases its grip on Hippoman's third finger. Z-Sword slashes the right main werewolf in the left hand, tearing apart the muscle. Its paw goes limp. Oh, man. I just don't know how one squad can last against so many werewolves. Looks like they've got our archer pinned down already. Shatari, you're pinned down. Well, you're still dodging. Ability to grasp is somewhat impaired. They haven't... Yeah, there's... Well, I don't know what's going on. A whole bunch of chaos at this point. This dwarf's getting drove back. Paige Steele is stunned. This werewolf is latched onto her throat, trying to drive her down to the ground. She's probably gonna die. Rest in peace, Paige Steele. Hippoman, you're fine. This dwarf's being pushed across the bridge. It's Zedicus. He's stunned. The werewolves ran into him at full speed, but the werewolf's actually pinned down a little bit, and some reinforcements are arriving, thankfully. That werewolf just got picked up and thrown into the bridge as he was trying to sneak his way across. Oh, hold the line, hold the bridge. Whole bunch of insanity. Someone fires a bolt from way back at the entrance of the volcano. Z-Sword, you stab a Grey Werewolf Wrestler in the upper arm, tearing through the muscle. The Grey Werewolf Wrestler grabs the warbear by the tail, pulls it down to the ground. The Grey Werewolf Wrestler also releases its grip on Jake Dog's right upper leg, removing its claws from his meaty flesh. Shatari's dancing all around the werewolves, bashing them with the crossbow, dodging and rolling. And Jake Dog, you've bled to death from your wounds finally. Zedicus kicks the Grey Werewolf Wrestler in the right arm with his left foot. Joe stabs the Grey Werewolf Wrestler in the lower body, tearing apart the muscle and tearing apart the stomach, spilling the guts all over the bridge there. Charge, dwarves, don't let them across the bridge. Kin-chan charges forward. One werewolf might... Yep, there goes one werewolf gonna make it across. Thankfully, there's gonna be a whole bunch of military streaming through. Oh, man. Don't run too far, dwarves. Paige Steele bleeds to death finally from the wounds. The dread werewolf wrestler shakes Kin-chan around by the left upper leg, tearing apart the left upper leg's muscle and bruising the bone. An artery has been torn open. Many nerves have been severed. He'll probably never walk again. Tells Darcy stabs the white mane werewolf wrestler in the left upper leg, fracturing the bone. Oh, a bunch of our dwarfs are pinned down onto the ground at this point. Let's see, who do we have over here? Rar Lodtrade, the dourness of whiteness, is pale. Ability to stand is lost. It's probably best if they eat you. We have a couple other dwarfs flashing. Argive, he's all bit up. His right third finger is mangled and dangling. Dingleberry, you're pinned down onto the ground. Shatari rasp fences, the sacrificial healing of something. You're not any more hurt than you have been. Triple H, left upper arm injury. Middle spine injury, no health problems. You're gonna walk it off apparently. Vosir, construct master. You're charging into battle. Just complete insanity. I got that werewolf pinned down, driving the sword right through his belly, hacking him limb from limb. Unfortunately not able to actually finalize it. Seal the deal, kill him and move on. Quit milking it. Do we have any werewolves back here yet? No. I think there was one that made it through, and it must have ran into Doodle Alien there. That's what I'm going to say. And Doodle Alien said no further for you. Took his head off with one flick of his wrist. And Straylock, you've bled to death from your wounds. Eye stock for cash, you hack a Grey Werewolf wrestler in the left upper arm. It sells off. Dion bashes a wrestler in the lower body with the Cobalt crossbow, bruising its kidney. Glenn, you're in the thick of it. You stab a Grey Werewolf wrestler in the upper arm from the side, fracturing the bone. Get it? Bear, werewolf, and dwarf all intermingle on the end of the bridge here, vying for supremacy. Eye stock for cash, you've had enough. Left hand and right hand have sensory nerve damage. They've been gnawed on. I think those are old wounds for you, though. And a warbear dies. Triple H is running away. Dingleberry, you're overexerted and pale, but there's no werewolves on you at this point. Altros is pale. He's got one kill, a swamp troll. He charged forward and dove over the top of Dingle, landing on the werewolf. possibly saving Dingle's life, and he gets to hacking it to bits. Maybe. Or is the werewolf hacking him to bits? All I see is body parts flying around. Charge forward, dwarves. Hold the line. There's more on the way. Did we ever get this bridge closed? Yes, we did. Closed it probably just in time. So let's see. The boats of kissing, if you can, it's going to take them like 10 minutes of game time because of my frame rate to get down here. But we'll station them at the south bridge as well, just in case there's any stragglers. We're down to 97 dwarves. We haven't lost nearly as many as I thought we would, and my frame rate's somewhat improving. So, win-win all around. Let's just do a quick scan here. We've got one werewolf wrestler squad to the east, two werewolf wrestler squads to the east moving along, heading our way, and we've got one dwarf out here who is absolutely crazy. It's Rob the 7th. Oh yeah, our dwarf's cleaned up rather nicely here. Come on, men. Clean it up and fall back into formation. We've got two more squads to deal with here. Shatari gets caught in someone's flame of derp. Incinerated and singed. Let's see. Z-Sword, you slash the Grey Werewolf wrestler in the head, tearing apart the muscle and shattering the skull. Rar, you bash a wrestler in the head as well with your iron club, shattering the upper spine's bone, shrinking him about 6 inches with the force of your blow. He's dazed and stiffens like a board and rocks backwards, collapsing onto the ground, where Z-Sword quickly lops his head off. And somebody shoots. Master Fancy Pants, Jawtowns. You are opening fire on that werewolf that says, fuck this, I'm out of here, maybe not, I'm hungry, that blood smells pretty good. Nope, it doesn't smell that good. I'm fucking running. I'm gone. And let's see, Dion is leading the charge. You've got 1 kill, an outpost mind flayer. Isabella is right behind you with eye stock for cash. Sergeant Shima, Z-Lunatic. Sergeant Shima, you have 3 kills. Starting with Sharast. Let's see, Griffin God, you have 3 kills. Stagger, you have 1 kill. You can do better than that. Stagger, yeah, 1 kill. Let's see, Kelp Knight, Speak Galleys, you have no kills. What are you doing? A Tyr, you have 1 kill. A Goblin. Herbert has 2 kills. Just get up there and kill them then. Apparently none of those dwarfs are supremely trained and bloodthirsty. I'm sure our hospital Irelisi is throwing a tantrum because all of his loved ones are dying. Triple H bashes the Grey Werewolf wrestler in the head, tearing apart the skin, shattering the skull. Yeah, our dwarfs are completely owning right now. It's all our dwarfs at this point. Whoa, dwarfs, do not charge that far forward. Don't do it. The siege is broken. I think all of those werewolves, yeah, good, all of those werewolves are running away. Oh, glorious day for us. Let him go. Just let him go. Does he have a name? No. He didn't kill any of us. It's not worth it. There could be an ambush out there waiting for you. Griffin God and Z-Hall say they don't care if they get ambushed. They just want to spill more blood. They continue charging after him. God. The Bridge of Insanity. So, the boats of kissing, you know what? We'll let them stay there. Just make all of these squads stand down. GH stand down. Our archers, you can stand down. Voices and present axes, you can stand down. I'm going to have to reform the military squads at some point. They've all lost at least 1 or 2. The Walls of Order was hit the hardest, I believe. They lost 3. Who is fighting? Joe is fighting. Irelisi, you're about ready to seal your death warrant. Irelisi bashes Joe in the left hand. A ligament's been torn. Joe drops his black steel shield. Irelisi strikes at Joe again, but he parries the shot somehow with his weapon. Joe stands up. And that's going to be some justice to be dispatched, I believe. Maybe not, I don't know. 3-man, no sentence pending, because we're waiting to seal you up and kill you in the hospital. I'll give a moment for the justice system to catch up here. There Irelisi goes, the yellow exclamation mark. Storming and throwing a tantrum, completely pissed off at the situation. He didn't get to spill nearly enough blood. How many kills did you get? Irolisi, you had 3 kills. Very unhappy lately. You were enraged by long patrol duty. You dined in a good dining room. You lost a child to tragedy. You lost a spouse to tragedy. Yeah, I'd be a bit upset too. Ali Yanira dead. Alisi, your only eldest daughter, or your eldest daughter is alive, and Ironera is alive, except I think Ironera was captured, right? Yeah, Ironera was captured by a snatcher, so one of your children was kidnapped to be raised and sold into slavery, which is quite disheartening. Your wife was struck down, along with another baby out here. Oh, things could always be worse, though. Maybe, probably not much. All your pets were dead, too, I believe. Joe stands back up. How's the justice look? Well, you know what? They might give that one to you. You might actually get away with it. Yeah, you're gonna get away with it. So, congratulations to you. We've got one dwarf out here, Ultros. Unable to stand. Let's fix his name. We're gonna have to lock away a lot of dwarfs next time. In fact, I'm probably gonna seal the bridge after this. Once I get all of the bodies claimed and everyone brought back inside and buried, I'm probably gonna seal the bridge and actually let the hospital empty. Because we're gonna have a lot of crippled dwarfs in there that can't stand. Look at all these dwarfs. Hammurabi's in there. Doodle Alien. You've got sensory nerve damage. Hammurabi. Ability to grasp is somewhat impaired, but you'll be fine. 14 kills. I would hate to lose you. Let's see. And you're only a skilled spear dwarf. Wow. You've got a bismuth bronze spear clutched in your hand. Acted skills. The stable lover of shadows. I love that title too. Argive is there. Ability to grasp is somewhat impaired. Should be fine though. Stark's there. No health problems. There's 3-man. Ken-chan. Simon. Zedicas? What are you in here for? Ability to grasp is somewhat impaired. 1 kill, a werewolf. Yeah, they bit your right shoulder down to your elbow and just mangled it, shredded it. Cicero the 4th. You're thirsty, you'll be fine. Metal Slime Hunt. You got 2 kills. No health problems, you'll be fine. Cow's there. D-Man's there. Mr. Phaser Beam. How are you today, sir? You're thirsty and hungry. You got 1 kill. And you'll be fine. Oh, what a disaster. 5 idlers. I'm just gonna let them idle. They should be running out there to gather the wounded and to gather the bodies. Let's see, A and B, pull you back to the other side of the bridge here. Just station yourselves there. So let's see, who do we have? Hippoman, Waygate, the Helm of Avalanche. 19 kills. You're a badass murderer too. Let's check your items here. You have a steel spear, and you've only lodged 6 kills with it. All starting this year. Apparently you swapped out your gear at some point. Have you killed any with your... Do you have a shield? A cobalt shield. Yeah, you've killed some with your shield too. 4 notable kills with it. It was what you originally trained with and learned to kill with before you became proficient with your shield. You would just ram them at full speed and break their spine, and they would just suffocate to death, I guess. Tells Darcy, Trump Root. You've got 6 kills, so you should have a title too. Trump Root, the Red Key of Copper. The Red Key of Shove Copper. Let's see, Dingleberry, you're worthless. Swallow Hills. Capianon, Manor Raptors, you're a man raptor. And you should be fine. Actually, our archer, Shatari, did you get any more kills? No. But you tried. You tried. You unloaded all of your bolts. But were unable to actually brain one, and all the bloodthirsty melee dwarfs went up there and finished him for you. Dingleberry, can you not stand? Ability to stand is lost. Good lord. 2 wounded dwarfs out there. There goes Glenn to place an item in a tomb. Oh, he's gonna go grab a body and place it in the tomb. Which body is he grabbing? Where is he going? How far out there do we have bodies? Whoa, holy shit. Irelisi, you've calmed down. Joe. Son of a bitch. You release it, you snapped and chased Joe down to wherever he was, and you bashed him in the head with your iron warhammer, jamming the skull through the brain. So, I hope you're proud of yourself. You most definitely will get it now. Joe was in here in the hospital, recovering from his wounds, when you said, you know what? Fuck that, I'm going to kill you. You didn't have a grudge against him at all. You just wanted to destroy something. Did not go smash anyone else in the hospital. You murderer. You fiend. You're getting 201 days in prison. You're lucky you're not getting a beating. Slackster the Sixth is the officer, getting ready to commence your sentence. What are you carrying now? Now you're all derping about like nothing happened and gonna go store an item in a bin. Probably a sock you stole from Joe. You wanted it. It was embroidered just right. It was at the right angle. It bent at the ankle perfectly, and you had to have it. Well, I hope almost a year in prison is worth it, because that's what you're gonna get. So it's 25th Obsidian, 1094 late winter. Shove Copper is back on track to being normalized. My frame rate is kind of improving with all the deaths of these dwarves, and we're weeding out the weak ones. We're gonna lose probably about 8 or 9 more dwarves whenever I finally seal up the hospital. I don't know what I'm gonna set my migration cap to. Maybe just like 100, 105. I don't want to set it up to 125 where I had it before. That just slows the game way down, way too much. And honestly, Shove Copper's about done with. I don't have much more building that I really want to do here. I feel like I've learned enough and picked up enough from this fortress. It's time to just fight it out, to spill blood, and to focus on creating the ultimate weapons, I think. And hey, look, the volcano's bleeding into our little pond here, finally. So let's see. Come on, someone go mine this out, and then we'll continue moving along. That'll speed up the drainage significantly whenever this block's removed. Magma doesn't pressurize that quickly through one little diagonal slit. So yeah, we'll come back when the next batch of insanity happens. I don't expect any more tantrums, but you never know. We might end up with more people in jail soon. There's Dion, thirsty, hungry, miserable, and still loving every minute of it, I'm sure.